त्वा गणपतिगुं
गणपतिगुं
हवामहे
हवामहे
कविं
कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं
कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं
ज्येष्ठराजं
ब्रह्मणां
ब्रह्मणां
ब्रह्मणस्पत
ब्रह्मणस्पत
आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः
आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः
सेदसादनम्
सीदसादनं
प्रणो
प्रणो
देवी
देवी
सरस्वती
सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती
वाजेभिर्वाजिवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ विधाय लोकान् विधाय भूतानि विधाय प्रदिशो दिशश्च प्रजापतिः प्रथमजा अरतस्य आत्मनात्मानमभिसंविवेशेति सर्वमेवेदमाप्त्वा सर्वमवरुद्ध्यः तदेवानो प्रविशति य एवं वेद चतुष्टय्य आपो गृह्णाति चत्वारि वा अपागुं रूपाणि मेघो विद्युत् स्तनयित्नुर्वृष्टिः तान्येवावरुन्धे आतपतिवर्ष्या गृह्णाति ताः पुरस्तादुपदधाति एता वै ब्रह्मवर्चस्या आपः मुखत एव ब्रह्मवर्चसमवरुन्धे तस्मान्मुखतो ब्रह्मवर्चसितरः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः offering our divine love at the lotus feet collectively to Bhagavan Sri 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 Satya Sai Baba. Let us all be together. Let us all be nourished together. Let us all work together with great vigor. May our studies illumine our intellects. May we not conflict with each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We began the 24th Anuvaka last week. And completed the mantra 99 about the ritual of collecting or assembling water of 4 types. This significance of this Chatushtaya Apo Grannati Chatvariva Apagam Rupani Megho Vidyat Stanayit Vrishtihi Tanyeva Varundhe. Avarundhe means encompassing or all complete. Avavarundhe is the beautiful mantra that is associated, that you will see many times repeated. Thus, all those forms indeed, with those, the Yajamana, the ritual person who is conducting the ritual, encompasses and secures 4 different aspects of this apaha as it is related to love. This apaha that is now penetrating both externally and internally. Because externally this ritual is not being performed, all these mantras that we put an earnest effort to connect to what is this ritual internally. That's the main thrust and the quest. Doing the ritual externally is consequential. It is not the most, the most important thing, as I was saying yesterday, after that Devi Mahatmya Parayana, is the sadhana you do is more important. Actually, the process of this sadhana, the internal sadhana that is performed, is much more powerful yajna. Of course, the context of coming together collectively and doing it, not individually, because all this sadhana also has to be done collectively, not just chant Rudram by yourself. How many people can do that? That's not unique about Swami. It has to be done collectively and globally collectively. That's what's called GC. Globally connected, you have to do it, not individually. Individual sadhana is very easy. Because why? You don't require anybody's. I mean, like you see yesterday when people are chanting, how you have to be connected, you have to synchronize with them, you have to be able to listen to others, how they are chanting, what scale they are chanting, what speed they are chanting, and sometimes people will fall off, and you have to, that is immense sadhana. Just to take a book and read it, chant it yourself is easy. That's the most important thing. How you have to be united in this? In thought, in illumination, in the vibration that you are generating collectively. Imagine that collectively, when all the people are uttering the same vibration with the same pronunciation, intonation, duration, frication, continuity, without any interruption. That is the thunder. That is the thunder. That is what is called Ghosha. Veda Ghosha. That vibration that is generated will power, will empower, and grace will shower like rain. Midhushtama. Shivatama, Shivonas, Meedhushtama. That is what is. Meedhushe. How many times you get that word in Rudram? Meedhushtama. So now you understand this internal yajna and the external yajna, how they have to be synchronized. In that requires this incredible presence, mindfulness, totally saturated with love. Chatushtaya Granhati. Now, how you have to really apply this mantra. That is what we are focusing on. Not simply chanting mantra. How do I apply this mantra to my life? So the four aspects of invoking the grace of the Lord, brothers and sisters, in collective thought, in collective illumination, in collective vibration, and collectively getting drenched in the rain. Then only avavarundhe, then you have truly indeed encompassed and secured what is required. This is really phenomenal. That's the reason why, like a broken record, bring together people, chant together, bring together, chant together, work together. Vavatu, bhunaktu, karavavahai, avadhitamastu, ma vidvishavahai. This is the four principles. That four principles, chatushtaya apo granhati. Then you are not merely performing a ritual with physical water. You are harmonizing your own internal atmosphere with the external atmosphere in love, globally, collectively. This is it. This is what will make Bhagavan happy. Only two things. Will he approve of what I am doing? Will he be pleased with what I am doing? That's it. And the only thing that he will be pleased with is leaving your ego. Do not organize anything around yourself. Do not organize anything around yourself. Absolutely. And in that, only focus is Bhagavan, Bhagavan, Bhagavan. My SSS. This is not, you are all thinking this centenary Sahasra Chandi is a ordinary thing. Yesterday I came to know that in Shirdi, just like in Puttaparthi, they are starting a massive defense complex. And I was like, what? In Shirdi also? I thought they were doing it only in Puttaparthi. But in Shirdi also, they are starting this huge thing that is happening, creating thousands of jobs. And I was like baffled. My God, both Shirdi and Puttaparthi going to start this massive projects. What is going on here? And Bhagavan said, Shakti is expanding. Shakti is going to be happening. Both the Shiva's place and the Shiva Shakti's place. Shiva Shakti Sahasra Chandi. Then he said, that is the reason Sahasra Chandi is willed by me this year. Sahasra Chandi is the first Sahasra Chandi offering in the history to Bhagavan Sri Sathya Baba. I don't believe any time so far Sahasra Chandi Yajna has been offered to him. That is extraordinary. Now, when you get these things and you say, who is willing? How is it happening? What is happening here? You will feel so humbled, so humbled. Oh my God, God has already willed everything should happen, and it is happening both internally and externally. Then you will become, if I am not part of it, God will not care. My participation is his grace. Not to think that I will arrange, organize everything around myself. Myself and my organization. I will organize everything around myself. He will not interfere with that. I'm letting you know very clearly. He will not interfere with that. But there was other day when we did the Diksha Mantra on Wednesday. Swami's thought for the day. Go read for it. How crystal clear he says. How crystal clear he says. You don't organize anything. It's me. I'll take care of it. Only thing you have to do is sadhana. Only thing you have to do is unconditional surrender. Then what happens? The thought, the intellect, the speech, all of them together collectively will come together. Chatushtaya apo grunhati chatvariva apagum rupani megho vidyut sthanayit nirvrishtihi thanyeva varunde. And the first one of it, last week we already discussed, is the Atapati Atapati Varshya Grinhati. And the first thing is to be able to receive this grace with full awareness, mindfulness, the sun rain, Atapati Varshya. There, the sun representing the illumination and the rain representing the bhakti, the shower. And last week, the beautiful confluence of devotion with the awareness, jnana. That is truly a rare phenomenon. Do not talk useless philosophy that you don't understand and others even more don't understand. What we need to say, collectively it is devotion, individually it is illumination. You have the awareness, and that is the spirit, and collectively coming together in bhakti, that is the ritual. Only when those two are combined is the rare combination of varchas, mukhataha, varchas. Fundamentally, it will become varchas, illumination, collective illumination. Rainfall during sunshine is an extremely rare phenomenon. And this Brahmavarchas is the luster arising from that awareness that is combined with devotion. That's why the greatest of the realized souls also are engaged in ritual. Bhagavan Sri Ramana, the epitome of non-dualism and Advaita, always put this railway tracks on his forehead. Why he put the railway tracks on his forehead? And he said, Bhavanlo Advaitam, Bahyanlo Bhakti. Internally, it is non-dualism. Externally, it is collectively the ritual, the dualism. Bhakti, devotion, inner illumination, outer devotion. What we do? Inner commotion, outer commotion. No devotion. Why that commotion comes? Because it's always about you. I was not taken care, I was this, I was all of this stuff. The I comes first. Okay, let's start now. The next mantra. Today we are reaching the century mantra of Aruna Prishna. Kupya Grinhati.
कूप्या गृह्णाति
Adakshинata. तदक्षिणत उपदधाति.
तादक्षिणत उपदधाति.
एता
तादक्षिणत उपदधाति.
एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः.
एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः.
तेज
एतावै
एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति.
तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति.
तस्मात् दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः. तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
कूप्या गृह्णाति.
कूप्यागृह्णाति. कूप्यागृह्णाति.
तादक्षिणत उपदधाति.
तादक्षिणत उपदधाति. तादक्षिणत उपदधाति.
एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः. One more time I will chant. एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः.
एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः. एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः.
तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति.
तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति. तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति.
तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धते तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
तस्
Yeah.
तस्मात् तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः. तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
Yes, we have to be a little more high. कूप्या गृह्णाति. तादक्षिणत उपदधाति. एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः. तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति. तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
कूप्यागृह्णाति. तादक्षिणत उपदधाति. एतावै तेजस्विनीरापः. तेज एवास्य दक्षिणतो दधाति. तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः I think Uncle is frozen.
Yeah, but I can't hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle disconnected.
I left. I think he
He'll
got
be back.
kicked off the meeting.
Okay,
He didn't
let's-
froze.
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
we can practice. I'll practice again.
I think back, right? Oh, I think he's back. But he's in mute.
Saram, can you hear me?
Yeah. we
Yes,
can.
Anna.
What happens? There's some glitch in the internet, I guess. Okay. Okay, so what I'm saying, hold on this Vitaraha. Okay, one more time, please chant the last line. Tasmat Dakshina.
The Tejas, is it Tejasvitaraha, Uncle?
Tejasvitaraha. Tejasvi. So you're saying Tejasvitaraha. You're not holding on the Svi. You have to hold
Okay.
a little bit on the Svi.
Okay. तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः
Good. One more time.
तस्माद्दक्षिणोर्धस्तेजस्वितरः.
Yeah. See, this is what people don't understand. Why we lose connectivity in the context of chanting together is when people are chanting, when they are not applying the holdings properly, etc., then they will either rush or they will slow down. So that is what happens in collective chanting. That's why I keep on saying chant collectively, chant collectively, chant collectively. So the previous waters, which was the rain water during the sun to begin with, is placed in the east. And obviously, once you place in the east, the next direction is to your right. Dakshinata means to the right, and which is the south direction. Dakshina also means the south direction. And for south direction, Kupya Grinhati. He collects the waters from a well, Kupya. Then he places those in the south. Tah dakshinatah upadadhati. Etahvai tejasvinihi apaha. These waters will give tejas. The first one, Brahmavarchas. These waters are bringing tejas. Tejaha eva asya dakshinatah dadhati. Then he establishes the splendor indeed on his right side. Tejas. First one is Brahmavarchas, then is Tejas. Tasmad Dakshinordhaha. Tejasvi, Tejasvitaraha. See, now this word Dakshina is being used from a ritual point of view on the right side. From a spiritual point of view, what it means, it's saying Tasmat Dakshinordhaha. Therefore, the right side is exceedingly more brilliant. So now, first the face, then the right side of the body. Brahmavachas in the face, Dakshinata, capability. So capability is tejas. Then kupya grinhati. This is the hidden, the deep waters is in the earth is kupa. Kupa means a well. Unlike the rain which comes from above, this well water comes from the depths of the earth. We're not understanding all these things. So much of depth in it. No pun intended. There is so much of depth in this. That which come from deep inside is the well water. That is the significance of it. So from the depths means what? Signifying, symbolizing this inner foundational strength is tejas. And that is in the context of, from a ritual point of view, that is the south. The south is the right side of the body. And that right side of the body, this may be going way too much for all of you. What is he talking? Sometimes maybe many of you are not even connecting, but that's okay. You will only connect when you go back and you restudy this. Why did he say that? What is the reason why the mantra is saying like this? There are so many beautiful aspects about this. And I won't stop sharing those, because whether one understands it or not is not the point of it. The point of it is to give a complete picture of what is the mantra being studied upon. It's very simple to take this mantra and simply say Kopya Granhati. He collected the well waters and then he placed it on the right side of the water. That water will give, because of the right side placement, it gives tejas. And therefore, this tejas is what he will get by doing the ritual. That's what some people will give commentaries on. That's not what Bhagavan is. He is not. When you look at Bhagavan's expansion of certain principles, is complete. It is simple and complete. So from an external point of view, this dakshinata is very important. Dakshata means capability. Dakshinata means capability to do things properly and correctly. And that is from a point of view of how that thing comes, how that perfection in the context of performing comes through deep inner training, the discipline. It's the discipline that makes one come close to perfectness. How does the discipline come? It's a trait that is instilled from your childhood. Suddenly, if you suddenly out of the blue, you don't get that. You watch the parents, you watch the system in the family, how that beautifully is nurtured. And very early on, your habits, your character are shaped. Therefore, Bhagavan says the end of culture is perfection. And that perfection is dakshata. And that is the tejas. And that tejas is because also right side represents, the south side represents ancestors. The right side of the body represents the solar side. Now this is applying internally, called the Pingala, the basic metabolic rate, the right side. The breath on the right side is the one that is digests everything. And the capacity of action and external manifestation is more on the right side of the body than on the left side of the body. How all of these things, now some people will ask, oh, does that mean that people that are left-handed are less efficient than the people on the right? All this is nonsense. Just throw out of. There is no discrimination of lefties and righties. Not like that. That is not the interpretation of the mantra. Truly speaking, the basic metabolic rate, the system that is fired up immediately after food is eaten on the right side of the body. Physiology. So then that capacity that is endowed with is tejas. Sthavara granhati. Thambi, come on, wake up. Sthavara granhati.
Stavara, sorry. Stavara Granhati.
But you went on vacation for a brief while or what?
Sorry.
Is
Stavara.
the wife distracting you or what?
No. Sorry.
Sthavara granhati.
Stavara Granhati.
Taf paschadupadadhati.
Taf Paschadupadathati.
Pratishtha vai sthavarah.
Pratishtita vai
Sorry.
Stavara.
Pratishtita vai sthavarah.
Pratishtita vai Stavaraha.
Paschadeva pratitishthati.
Paschadeva Pratitishthati.
Sthavara granhati.
Sthavara Ganhati. Om Sthavara Ganhati.
Taf paschadupadadhati.
Taf Paschadupadathati. Taf Paschadupadathati.
Pratishtita vai sthavarah.
Pratishtita vai sthavar. No, sir. Pratishtita vai sthavaraha.
Paschadeva pratitishthati.
Paschadeva Pratitishthati. Paschadeva Pratitishthati.
Then the next type of waters that are collected are the stationary waters. Sthavara means stationary. Stationary waters are collected. Where are the stationary waters? In puddles, in lakes and ponds. And those waters are placed on the west, behind. Pratishtitah vai sthavarah. For those stationary waters, for establishing those, he indeed gets firmly established. Sthavara. He gets established. Paschat eva pratitishthati. He himself, therefore, becomes firmly established in Paschat, that which is past. He firmly established in the West. So that is what Paschat. Pura, Paschat. Pura, forward, Paschat, behind. What is in front of you is Purasta. What is in front, what is behind you is Paschatya. Purva, Paschat. Therefore, this stationary waters, such as those found in the lakes and ponds, represents that which is stable. Stable means then you become seated. You are firmly seated. You are stable. From a ritual point of view, what is in the past is what is in the West is called Varuna. And this Varuna represents imam vai varunasya deha madhyacha mudaya tvam avasyurachake tatvayami brahmana vandamanas tadasha aste yajamano havirbhihi. That what is represented with respect to this Varuna, the Varuna is the ruler of the cosmic law and he becomes the foundation of the cosmic laws and foundation in the dharma, the cosmic laws, gives one the power of stillness, stability. There is so much unpack in these incredible mantras. There is so much to unpack, not just see. That's what I was telling the other days to somebody. People are going teaching whatever they want to other people because they learned how to chant something by listening to YouTube. You should not go teach whatever you know to other people just because you know it. That is not how much you have stabilized in it, how much you are aware of it, how much of sadhana has gone into that. And through that sadhana, have you yourself become totally dhimahi, grounded in it. And in that awareness and grounding, when you undertake after penance and tapas of getting stabilized in it, and when you transmit that from that point of view, the people that are listening to or receiving it will not just get the technicality of chanting, but they will get also the inner illumination associated. It's a package. So for heaven's sake, don't go keep teaching other people because now I am bored with Rudram. Let me now take the textbook of Arunam and I will start because, oh, simple, no? Oh, up, down, what is there? There is very simple. Up and down, what is so big deal about it? I can now chant it myself. No, that is not, that doesn't make you eligible. Especially certain stotras and hymns, etc., they require an immense amount of sadhana. So the capacity that is given, see that you look at this love that is being established, Brahmavachas, Tejas, Sthavara, stability. All these are aspects that are required that gives the person the capabilities, the capacities, the skills, the intent. All those things have to be aligned with what intent you are teaching to others. That is also very important. If the intent is to, then people will call me Guru Garu in the context of, or they will give me some special attention because I am teaching them some stotra, mantra, all that is humbug, nonsense. That is sapapiyan bhavati, mohadasyati, papiyan bhavati. So this stability in what is being studied with the steadiness, Anushtana, that is what is called. It's a sadhana. Anushtana means to be stabilized in it, to be stabilized in this love. That is what is being highlighted here. Then next one, Vahantir Grinhati.
Vahantir Granhati. Vahantir Granhati.
Ta uttarata upadadhati.
Ta uttarata upadadhati. Ta uttarata upadadhati.
Ojasa, ojasava eta. Ojasava eta vahanti rivodgati riva akujati riva dhavanti. That is the one single line of mantra. Ojasava eta vahanti rivodgati riva. Please chant until there.
Ojasa va eta vahanti rivodgati riva. Ojasa va eta vahanti rivodgati riva.
Akujati riva dhavanti.
Akujati riva dhavanti. आकूजत् आकूजतीरिव धावन्तीः
ओज एवास्योत्तरतो दधाति
ओज एवास्योत्तरतो दधाति ओज एवास्योत्तरतो दधाति
तस्मादुत्तरोर्ध ओजस्वितरः
तस्मादुत्तरतोर्ध ओजस्वितरः.
See now what is the main refrain in all of this? How many times the word is coming? What is the key word here? Ojas. 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 See what an incredible teaching, the power of this teaching. Simple. The meaning is Vahantir Grinnhati. Vahanti means that which is flowing. That which is flowing. Then collecting that flowing waters, the flowing waters are then placed on the northern side of the altar. And these waters that are now coming, the flowing waters, indeed, Ojasava means indeed, these waters are as if flowing with vigor. That is what is this Ojasava. Ojasa vai etaha vahanti iva. Vahanti means that which is with vigor flowing, with vigor. They are flowing with vigor. Udgati iva. Udgati. Vahanti iva. Udgati iva. Akujatihi iva dhavatihi iva. That is the Ojasa vai etaha. This ojas that is there, then now they're describing the characteristic of this flowing waters. What is it? Vahantihi iva. Udgatihi iva. Akujatihi iva. Dhavantihi iva. Vigor, uprising, murmuring means making a sound, and dhavati, running. Amazing, no? Then what happens? Ojaha eva asya uttarataha dadhati. Then he establishes this vitality on the left side. Right side, Tejas. Left side, Ojas. Face, what is the face? Brahmavarchas. Brahmavarchas, Tejas, Ojas are the three characteristics with this love that are being described, and the application that is being placed in different types of water. Rainwater, well water, pond water, sthavara. That I forgot, right? First Brahmavarchas, then there is Tejas, then there is stability, then there is Ojas, representing. What are you doing there? Oh, we are going back to show them. Okay, don't worry. If people have that much less attention span, then we have a problem. So I hope you are collecting already while you are listening to these mantras. What is this ritual that is being talked about? What are the fundamental characteristics of love and how that love gets established within you internally with all these things? So what are these? Vahantihi. Okay, first one is Vahantihi va, Udgatihi va, Akujatihi va, Dhavantihi va, Ojaha eva asya uttarataha dadhati. Tasmat uttaraha ardhaha ojasvitaraha. Those are the words. Tasmat uttara uttaraha urdhvaha uttarordhvaha. That's what it says, right? With the tasmat. Tasmat uttaraha urdhaha ojasvitaraha. Therefore, this left half of the body is exceedingly endowed with vigor. Now you look at your own body, you will connect this mantra. The face radiating in the back, there is in the right side, that is the most efficient side, generally speaking, that's the right hand side for most of the people. In the back, there is the backbone. Without that backbone, you will not be able to even sit. That is required for stability. On the left side is this incredible energy that is flowing, and that representing Brahmavarchas, Tejas, stability, Sthavara, then Ojas. And this Ojas represent Vahanti, flowing waters, like that of a river, rainwater, well water, stable water, then the water that is flowing. Now, let's chant the mantra, then you will know what we are beautifully looking at this mantra. Om Vakhantir Grannhati Ta Uttarata Upadadhati Ojasava Eta Vakhanti Rivodgati Riva Akujati Riva Dhavanti. That mantra is very beautiful. Ojasava etavakhanti rivodgati riva akujati riva dhavanti. Oja evasyo tarato dadhati tasmaduttarordha ojasvitaraha. What a beautiful mantra. Just amazing just to chant that. This Ojas, Ojasvi. Ojasvi is such a powerful word. In every major stotra hymn of God, God is referred to as Ojasvi. Omkara Rupa, Ojasvi, O Sai Mahadeva. Omkara Rupa, Ojasvi, O Sai Mahadeva. Where does it come?
Arati, Swami's Arati.
Arati.
Huh? Whose Arati?
Swami's Arati.
Arati, there are so many Artis. Bhagavan's incredible capacity to give this Ojas. Not that he is Ojas, he is the one that is giving Ojas. He is the source of Ojas. And this Ojas is what is this incredible vitality of energy that is flowing. And when it is flowing, what it is doing? It is flowing, it uprises, it uplifts, and it is gushing. There is automatic sound associated with it, vibration associated with it. And on its path, whatever it touches, it will energize that too. Oja eva, okay, that beautiful Oja sava etava khanti rivodgati riva akujati riva dhavanti. Okay. Now, that beautiful aspect of vitality, the ojas, is on the northern side, which is the left side of the body. Now, what does this mean? Now, people that felt bad, that my God, they gave so much importance to the right side. What happened to the left side? I am a lefty. I am doomed out now. All the capabilities are on the right side. What is happening on the left side? That is the incredible, integrated, systematic, all-encompassing nature of the Veda. Nothing that is created is irrelevant in this. Kanduvagu, Hinadhikamulindulevu. There is no high, there is no low. Now, if you're a lefty, you should be feeling even more happy now. Oh, I have this energy that is flowing. I'm now a lefty. I am very happy now. I am better than the right side now. The right side is only capability to do, but everything is coming from the left side. But if you actually look at your body and your system, the right side of the body is powered by the left side of the brain. The left side of the body is powered by the right side of the brain. Oh, you people that are so ignorant, that only look at judgment of high and low, good and bad, evil and all that nonsense. You are mentally screwed up. The right side of the body is powered by the left side. The left side of the body is powered by the right side. It's an inverse system because God knows. Go ask any neurobiologist. If you have a stroke on the left side of the brain, your right side will be paralyzed, and vice versa. In fact, what this is saying is the ojas aspect of it. The right side of the body is actually, oh my God, I know how much I have to go into biology of this. No need to share my biology knowledge, but only to be complete here. There are experiments done with the people that do meditation, the Buddhist monks. The person who actually uses most of the left side of the system, or the right side of the body, the left side of the system, the left side of the brain, that person, if the thoughts go through that side of the brain, it will take longer time, so they don't react in life, they only respond in life. That's the power of dhyana. And that is because the right side of the body is like an alarm system. Those that operate with, do I need to do this? It's powered by amygdala, whereas the left side comes with a more time it takes to react, and it doesn't react, it responds. So the emergency alarm doesn't get triggered in these people whose left side operates much more than their right side of the brain. That is the receptacle of strength. The power is stored on the left so that it can be expended by the right. So the left side's vigor is the source code for the right side's capability of action. So whoever got judged before themselves that they're lefties and they're doomed, listening to this, and suddenly they're feeling, I am very happy now. What? Huh? My son is lefty, my daughter is lefty, all that. Therefore, in the Vedic in the Vedic terminology, the Soma principle, the vitality principle is always on the northern side. So what about these things like these descriptions about the characteristics, the murmuring, the running, the rising? All of those represents the characteristics of kinetic aspect of the energy flow associated with the left side. This subtle energy called the ojas is basically produced by going even deeper, by refining all the gross and the subtle impulses that are happening in your body and in the senses. Therefore, this is the most beautiful aspect of that river waters. Okay, because 803 Sambharya Grinhati. Okay, now I think we are almost done with Grinhati mantra. Oh, there is Palvalya Grinhati. See how many different types. There are two more left. Sambharya, Palvalya. Okay, these two. Once these two are left, then we will close with this. Today I'll take 10 more minutes to finish this mantra. Okay, I will not talk about biology. We'll focus on the mantra. Sambharya Grinhati.
Sambharya Grinhati.
One minute. Sambharya Grinhati.
Sambharya Grinhati.
Is that? Yeah, Sambharya Grinhati. This is, by the way, this is nothing to do with your bharya. Antega business. No, that's not what this is about. Sambharya Grinhati means, oh, my bharya is also included in this. I am very happy. I have to have some fun, no? Otherwise, people will sleep off. Sambharya Grinhati. Ta madhya upadadhati.
Ta madhya upadadhati.
Yeah, bharya has to be in the center only, no? She has to be the center of attraction. Otherwise, you are in deep trouble. This thing called bharya has to be the center of attraction. Mata madhya upadadhati is placed right in the center. That is what it means. Iyam vai sambharya.
Iyam vai
Sambharya.
Sambharya. There's no M here, right, Uncle? It should be.
Iyam vai sambharya. Yeah, sambharya, not bharya, not sabharya. Sabharya means different meaning. Sambharya, maybe there is a mistake in the.
Oh, yeah, the M is.
The anuswar got misplaced.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Misplaced. What is that?
The text.
What is it?
Yeah, here the text is Sambhamya.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it has to be changed to Sambharya.
Sambharya. Okay.
Sabhamya. Yeah, what? That's meaningless. Iyam vai sambharya.
Iyam vai sambharya.
Asyameva pratitishthati.
Asyameva pratitishthati.
Yeah, this is a very important mantra because the word bharya is there. Om Sambharya Grinhati.
Sambharya.
Sambharya Grinhati.
Sambharya Grinhati.
There is a mistake in the swara also. The sambha, bha has to be low. Bha has to be anudatam. Sambharya Grinhati.
Sambharya Grinhati.
Yeah. Two times.
Sambharya granhati
Tamadhya upadadhati.
tamadhya upadadhati tamadhya upadadhati
Iyam vai sambharyaha.
Iyau vai sambharyaha Iyau vai sambharyaha
Asyameva pratitishthati.
Asyameva pratitishthati Asyameva pratitishthati
Sambharya means that which is integrated to be offered. Sambharya, assembled. That is now all collective assembly. And that which is collectively means a combination of all of those things is placed in the center of the altar. Madhya upadadhati. Iyam vai sambharya. So incredible. Iyam vai sambharya. Bharya means that which is bearing, that which bears everything. Bharya doesn't mean wife. Bharya means that is a forbearance. She has incredible forbearance. How many ever mistakes this stupid fellow makes, she forgives and she forbears. That is the actual Bharya. That quality is there only primarily with the women. Sambharya, not just forbearance. Sambharya means totality of forbearance. Totality of forbearance. No matter how many mistakes are made, they'll forgive, they'll forget, they'll forbear. That's the reason why she's called Bharya. This is because Swami wants to make sure that 2 days after wedding anniversary, this message has to be conveyed of this body. Oh my God. He doesn't let anything in life just go like that, 43 years of forbearance, Sambharya. 43 years of forbearance, Sambharya. Yes, most of the time the mistakes are not even pointed out and they are taken with forbearance. Incredible amount of compassion, love is required to deal with idiots in life. And therefore, this Sambharya, what is this Sambharya? It's a very beautiful of Iyam vai Sambharya. This earth is the definition of Sambharya. What is the definition of forbearance? Mother Earth is Iyam vai Sambharya. This earth indeed is the great forbearer, the container, the assembler. Asyam eva pratitishthati. Now, in that forbearance, this Yajamana is established. What a beautiful mantras we are studying. This mantra, this entire different aspects of these waters. The earth is this beautiful, just as the earth is the supporter of all the supporters, the central placement of the waters therefore supports the entire energetic structure of this whole yajna, with total stability. Without that support system, none of these yajnas are practical and possible. Therefore, that gets the centerpiece of the whole. Now, if you all understand why we collect so many difference of waters in all these Atirudra Mahayajna and putting them all on the altar to be worshipped, now you understand why Bhagavan, for 10 of the yajnas that this body has participated in, every time this is done, all these different types of waters are placed on the altar. And every time the yajna is done, Aruna Krishna is chanted along with Mahanyasam. None of what has happened in Bhagavan's name has complete devotion to both the ritual and in the spirit of the ritual. Palvalya Granhati.
Palvalya Grinhati. Palvalya Grinhati.
Ta upadadhati.
Ta uparishtadupadadhati.
Asau vai palvalyaha.
Asau vai palvalyaha.
Amushyameva pratitishthati.
Amushyameva pratitishthati.
Right. Okay, let's chant now this mantra quickly. We'll go through this. Om Palvalya Granhati.
Palvalya Granhati. Palvalya Granhati.
Uparishtadupadadhati.
Ta uparishtadupadadhati. Ta uparishtadupadadhati.
Asavai palvalyaha.
Asau vai palvalyaha. Asau vai palvalyaha.
Amushyameva pratitishthati.
Amushyameva pratitishthati. Amushyameva pratitishthati.
Palvalya, the water from a pool or puddle of water. Then he places those taha uparishtat upadadhati, places those on the top of the altar, which is above all these other things. Asavai palvalya, that asau always refers to the sun. That asau is indeed the cosmic pond, palvalya. Amushyam eva pratitishthati. In that, the celestial world, he becomes firmly established. Now you see how many beautiful Amushya is always transcendence, above and beyond. Then this upward placement representing the seeker is creating now the Sambharya Palvalya on the earth and in the cosmic nature of what is up above, Amushya. So in summary, how many number of waters have been placed in the altar now?
6.
Ah, very good. Thambi, immediate answer. The other people are now going back and counting. And he answered the question immediately. That is attention. That's the reason why these youngsters I was telling this people like the Sham, his sister, there are people in Netherlands, in South Africa. Their level of attention and presence and steadiness is so inspiring. The other people, because they are still very young and not grounded in all the worldly mundane things, they have to organize life around, and then only Swami comes next. Amazing. Just, I'm not saying this not to praise them. I'm really so inspired. The moment I asked how many types of water are collected, boom, immediately he said 6. What are those 6 types of water? The first one is sun rain, Atapati Varsha. Then Kupya, which is well water. Then there is Sthavara, stationary water. Vahanti, flowing water. Sambharya, assembled water. Palvalya, pond water. Wow. Now, if this question is answered by anyone, I will do Sashtanga Namaskaram. Where did you learn this already? Going one.
I know in
Go.
Rudram we have Kupya. Kupya.
Kupya. What?
In Rudram.
Where? Rudram.
Kupyaya cha vatyaya
Kupya,
cha.
yeah. In the 7th one, I
What?
guess.
7th one. Okay, definitely.
Varsha is another.
Yes, this 7th one is correct answer. And the connection to Kupya, Avatya, what are all the things that are there? Katya, Nipya, Sudhya, Sarasya, Nadya, Vaishanta. Again, Katyaya, Nipyaya, Sudhyaya, Sarasyaya, Nadyaya, Vaishantaya, Kupyaya, Avatyaya, Varshyaya, Avarshyaya, Meghyaya, Vidyutyaya, Idhriyaya, Atapyaya, Vatyaya, Reshmiyaya, Vastavyaya, Vastupaya. 7th Anuvakam of Rudra. All these come. More than this will come. That is attention to detail. You cannot get that by being part-time associated with this. It's a sadhana. So the moment I said that, she connected to the word Kupya, and from there everything flowed. What is the context of that mantra? How does it start? How does it start?
Namo Jeshthaya cha Kanisthaya.
No, just
Oh, sorry, Dundubhyaya. Sorry.
Dundubhyaya cha, Hananyaya cha. Do you remember the explanation that I have given to that mantra?
Dundubhyaya is that call from the master.
Looks like you've been chanting and singing too much. Your voice is gone. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Both morning and evening I am.
Both morning and evening. Yeah. So that's exactly right. Dundubhyaya, Hananyaya, Drishnave cha Pramrushaya cha. What is the principle of Bhagavan that I said? What does that represent in the 4 sentences of Bhagavan? What is Bhagavan's quote associated with that? Follow the master, face the devil, fight to the end, finish the game. Those are the 4 F's. Dundubhyaya, Hananyaya, Drishnave cha, Pramrushaya cha. Then what happens? If you wake up to the call of the Lord, and then you become the carrier of his message with all your faculties totally focused on doing his work, Then Dutaya cha prahitaya cha nishangine cha ishudhimate cha tikshnesha cha ayudhine cha. And then you will flow. Your love will flow to him. Like all these different types of waters that are described as water channels, waterfalls, marshy pools, vast lakes, flowing rivers, small ponds, deep wells, hollow pits, rainwater, rain or no rain, rain or shine, in the clouds, in the lighting, in the clear autumn sunlight, in the scorching heat, in the winds and the stormy tempest, in the house and protecting the dwelling in the house. That is what is the translation of that mantra in English. Now you should imagine how much this Rudram has sunk into this body and mind, so that it doesn't chant in those Sanskrit mantras. This Rudram is chanted in English like this. That's the focus, that's this body and mind. You are all chanting in Sanskritam, that Ekadasi Rudram in the Vedic hymns. This body will be Kupyaya, Vatyaya, all those English names will be also whirling in the mind, so that it is integrated with the subconscious. Then love really flows. It's only the love that exists, nothing. There's all these waters that are being described is nothing but your love that is now being offered in the altar, in this journey of my SSS. Sahasra Chandi. That way to, therefore, the connection between Rudram and Arunam, this only three things that exist. Somebody asked, Namah Shivaya eti Bijam, Shivatara eti Shaktihi, Mahadeva eti Kelakam. What does this represent, sir? Somebody asked me during Diksha session, no? Namah Shivaya is the Bijam, the seed. Shivatara is the Shakti, the plant. Mahadeva eti Kelakam is the Arunam that is shining the light on it. Together, this Vatavraksham will now sprout. It will become a huge mansion of a banyan tree. This is the sadhana. Jai Sai Ram. People who are already thinking they know Devi Mahatmyam and don't join these practice sessions, people that think they already know Rudram and don't come to the monthly Maharudram offerings, don't join these monthly Devi Mahatmyam offerings, and obviously many have dropped out of the Arunam. I only pray to Bhagavan that he awakens. Vahanti riva udgita akujati riva. May his ojas flow through us, to us, from us, to him. Jai Sai. Yadakshara pada bhrashta.
Om Shri Saishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om Yadaksharapadabhrashtam matrahinantu yadbhavet tatsarvam kshamyatam deva narayana namostute visargabindu matrani padapadaksharaणि cha न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वरा अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हरनिशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
So Sai Ram, important, this next Saturday, the 30th, we will not have the class because of the Saishwara Parthiva Linga Radhana that's happening in Dallas, Texas. at Prashanti Dham. So we will have the class on the 31st again next Sunday. So it's some because of these events and things like that, already second week, fourth week, we are not having the classes because of the collective parayana. So that's why on Sundays I'm taking a little bit extra time so that we can cruise along and complete this. Oh, hopefully we will also have the practice of Aruna Prishna where before we, because in my SSS, the morning Parayana mostly, except for one day, the rest of the days it will be Aruna Prishna Parayana. Because this time more energy given to the sun and the Shakti, because it's Sahasra Chandi. So that's the reason why it took a little more time, and hopefully we. But how many completed today? So we completed Chatushtaya, okay. 2 mantras. We are covering 2 mantras. Hopefully next time onwards we'll try to see 3 mantras. Okay, Jai Sai Ram. Are there any questions? Good. If there are no questions, we are back on time. 2 more minutes. Okay. So, okay, Swastif Prajabhyah Parva. Sai Ram.
स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
Jai.
Sai
Buenas
Ram.
tardes.
Gracias.
Sai Ram.
Hi Ram. Hi Ram.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sai Ram.